Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do a walk around on my brand new jet boat. It is a Fisher Marine 1648. It's a mix between welded and riveted. It's kind of got both. It's kind of weird, but it's a 1980 model Fisher boat, and I rescued it off of Craigslist. It was in someone's backyard, and I traded an old motor for it and $100, and I got this boat. And it was rough, but I mean, we got it fixed up and it looks just like a brand new boat. Put all reproduction decals on the boat and the motor. The motor's another rescue story. I got it off of something called Local Sales Network here in Tennessee. We have an online yard sale type thing, and that's where I found it for $100 as well. It was blown up. I completely disassembled it. Repainted it. I had it bored over 20 thousandths, put brand new pistons, brand new everything in it. Well, not everything, but all the important stuff. And so it's basically a brand spanking new motor. It has right now 5 hours of runtime on it after the rebuild. Anyways, let's start the walk around. We're going to start here in the back talking about the motor. This is a 1980 Johnson 60 horsepower long shaft. And it is the king of twin-cylinder outboards, especially twin-cylinder loop charge outboards. If you don't know what a loop charge is, there's a difference between that and a cross flow. Just look that up on Google. It's pretty simple. But this is a more fuel-efficient engine compared to a cross flow. So I really like that about it. It has tons of horsepower, and let me tell you something. On this 16-foot boat, it'll do 25 miles an hour with a jet, with just me in it, and with the passenger, and that's just any normal sized adult. We're talking 22, 23, so I don't lose too much speed. It really gets this boat going fantastically. If you know your outboards, I'd say if you're watching this, you probably do, you know those decals aren't right for a 1980 Johnson. Well, I got to looking around on the internet, and with reproduction decals, you can kind of have fun with your project. And so in my case, I wanted something custom, something one of a kind, and so that's what I did. I went to outboarddecalset.com, and this is my shameless plug for this company, and I found this set of decals, and they did a great job. I'll kind of give you a roundabout view of it, but that is a 1997 40 horse Johnson set of decals, and with this being a jet on this 60 horse, it makes it a 40. So those are legal decals. They represents the true horsepower of the engine. One little thing I added was this Mercury jet decal, and boy does it just fit right in. It looks like it's meant to be there. Kind of adds a cool touch to it. Let's look at the jack plate. This is a Vance Manufacturing 3-inch offset manual jack plate. To loosen it, you loosen your top set screw, your 2 slide screws, and the 3 on the other side. And then to adjust it, it's really cool. There's a draw screw right here in the middle, and so you can, it's such a fine thread that you can just move this motor up or down. Just super small increments. So it's great. If you need to get it up or down quick, sorry, that's not going to happen. But for adjusting it with this jet, it's great. Let's look here. If you watched any of my other videos, you've seen this jet pump before. This is an AK model jet pump, same one that was on my 1976 Evinrude 35 horse cross flow, and the only difference is the adapter and also the impeller and the drive shaft. However, the bearing carrier is the same, and so the neat thing about that is I was able to machine a new adapter plate to my liking, and then everything fit just great. And I ordered the ABL drive shaft that actually is made for this motor, and it fits. It works great. Let's see here. Oh, one addition I made to the design of this. You can see there's an exhaust port here. That's stock, I guess you could say, quote unquote stock, on an ABL jet pump. However, this, if I can get a good angle on it, this port here is not. So I've got 2 exhaust ports, and it really helps that engine breathe. It's great. Let's see. Alright, I also made a different shift cable. I made that out of a standard OMC Johnson Evinrude shift cable, and I just keep it greased right here. And this is an Outboard Jets part, and so it just clamps right in there, and it goes up here, and I've got it clamped to the, let's see if we can get our thing to focus here, clamped right to the motor, and then it works fantastically. So let's go to the front of the motor here. Try and keep this video as short as we can. I wanted to keep everything all together, so we've got the tachometer here, and then under that we've got our ignition, which is really handy to have it all together, and then we've got our kill switch here if we need it. Alright, let's look at the back of this boat. So I actually welded up this transom. Now, it's not the prettiest welds in the world, but it holds and it works fantastic. That's a 6-inch raise off of a 16-inch transom, so that makes it a 22-inch transom. And if I was thinking, I would have put a 27-inch transom, but we had to raise this 5 inches with the jack plate, so the jet would work. But there's that. So let's go on up in the boat. Here's the rear deck. It's about 4.5 feet from here to here, and it gives the person riding or fishing in the back a lot of room. They can walk around, fish, and enjoy themselves. And then let's look up here. Here's the front deck, and oh man, let me tell you something. 7.5 feet from here to the front, and I fly fish all the time. That's what I prefer to do, and this is a fly fisherman's boat right here. I mean, even in the back, it's built with fly fishing in mind. There's no seat pedestal. Now there is one in the back, but up here where I'm at most of the time, there's no seat pedestal, there's no doors, there's nothing other than the foot control to hang fly line on. So that's my preference, and I really am glad I built this boat that way. Let's talk about some of the electronics here. Here is our depth finder. This is a Humminbird Piranha Max 4 DI, and DI stands for down scan imaging. And this is the best little addition to this boat I think I've made, just accessory wise, because just today I was using it and I looked at a whole school of fish on a sunken tree in about 15 feet of water, and it was just awesome. So let's move on here. Here's the same trolling motor that was on my little 1432 John boat build. It's a Minn Kota Edge 45, and it's on the same mount. I'll give you a little better view in this video. You can see this is open right here in the back, and it's open here. I used to stick rods up in that. See, it's hollowed out, and it's just a neat, nice professional way to mount that. That is aluminum square stock, by the way. Let's look inside here. I had a little fun with the inside. I've got storage from here all the way up to about right there. I've got a trolling motor battery here. And then back here I have my gas tank, and behind that I have a starting battery. And this boat doesn't feel that weight at all, and so it's fantastic. I've got it balanced out really nice. Let's look here. We've got, on both sides, we've got rod holders, and look here. This is a big, well, here's one. It's a Bass Pro Shops Musky Angler rod, 7.5 foot rod, and this one's a 7.5 foot Sojourn by Shimano. Both of them have no problem whatsoever going up in there. Then let's go on over here. These are 9 foot, 12 weight Predator fly rods, and these are made by Max Catch. You can check them out on eBay. Let me tell you something. 75 bucks for these things, and they perform just as well as some of your big name rods. Now, some people might get mad, but I'm serious. I pair them with these Redington Behemoth fly reels, and that's the money right there. You can get a pretty good rod, but as long as you got a good reel and really good fly line. Scientific Anglers here, and I'm using Rio. I don't like it as well. I really love my Scientific Anglers Sonar Intermediate, but anyways, but those are 9 foot rods, and they have no trouble going in there, and it's fantastic. So let's go on here and look here. Flip this on. I've actually got a switch up underneath. That's how I have to turn this on, just so I don't drain my battery. But there we go. We've got live battery voltage. Not only that, I have, let's see here, I'm trying to multitask here. Live battery voltage here. Then these aren't right, this is just stock, but I've got my bilge pump, my lights, and then I've got an extra hole here, and I'll probably put black lights with that. So let's reach up under there and turn it off. So that's about it. I'll back up and give you a good view. We'll kind of look at it from the front here and give you a good view of the boat. Just kind of a top-down view. It's a great little boat, and it's much bigger than that 1432, and it's much safer. It's more predictable to slide around a turn, to slide through the shallows, and it's just a fantastic boat overall. And so let me tell you something. You don't have to go out and spend $20,000 on a 16-foot name brand boat with a name brand spanking new 4-stroke or DI direct injected 2-stroke. If you've got a little bit of creativity, just take some time, find you a good John boat and a welder if you can't weld, and fix you up a good little boat. I probably got overall maybe three grand in this boat, and it fishes just like the $20,000 one, let me tell you. And it's customized to exactly what I want. That's the neatest thing about it. So, guys, thanks for watching. I've got some videos of this running I may post up here in the near future. I'm still learning the boat. I've had it out probably 7 or 8 times, and I love it. I mean, absolutely love it. Everybody at the boat ramp loves it. They think it's just the coolest little boat. So if you have any questions about it, or any questions or suggestions even for things I could do to it that you think would improve it, just comment down there in the comments section. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and check back later for some more videos. Also, I may be starting a new series, kind of goes along with my Instagram name. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's all caps TN_ and then Musky Addiction, so Tennessee Musky Addiction. We're going to start a little video series called Tennessee Musky Addiction, and we're going to do some musky how-to, basically focusing on fly fishing, but also focusing on some conventional tackle methods, some rigging, some things that when I started musky fishing that I wanted to know. Now, I'm not going to give you all the secrets away. That just ain't fair. But I will help you out, and I'll give you some tips that I wish I had that I think will help you along. And also, we're going to do, even though it's a musky series, we'll do smallmouth and carp on the fly. Just some neat stuff like that all this spring and summer and the rest of this winter. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.